How's everybody doing? Welcome back to my channel. This week I'm going to be doing a 2 days back-to-back full chest piece cover-up. So with that being said, let's get this day started. Let's go! On my way to the consultation, I knew I was going to be doing a full chest piece. I was just excited to hear the ideas that my client was going to have and how we were going to put it together. Really see it?
Yep.
Ah, damn. And you said it's been a year since you got it done?
Yeah.
My client has a tattoo on his right pec that he wants covered up, and when he starts the application, the reason why I chose him, it is because the tattoo that he has, even though it's been 1 year, it already looks really faded, so I know I'm going to be able to work with it. And I think you mentioned an Oni mask?
Yeah, that was like maybe, but I was thinking about it, and like it could be like a skull, a samurai skull.
Ooh, you know what? I'm gonna stop you right there because I got the perfect concept, and I customized it about a month and a half ago for a different client, but he ended up going a different route because he doesn't like skulls. So I've been holding on for this project for a while, and I'm gonna show it to you, and if you like it, I knew that it was going to be an amazing tattoo and he was going to let me do my own thing. He was just giving me complete freedom to create whatever I wanted, and I'm really excited because I'm going to be able to create something that's going to fit his chest and also allow me to cover up that tattoo without a problem.
My name is Camden. I'm from Des Moines, Iowa, 21 years old. I grew up with my grandparents and my 4 siblings. I do details. I detail cars for a living, working on getting a business going in the summer, hopefully.
The project that I'm going to be doing on my client, it is going to be a Buddha on the right side, a samurai on the left side, and right in the middle I'm going to be doing the flower of life. And I'm really happy with the concept because we gave it so much meaning and significance to connect it to my client's life, especially because his grandparents are a big role model for him, and they raised him since he was a little kid. You know, he's been through so much in his life that I feel like this concept definitely relates to him.
The concept we came up with was a cover up on my chest. It's a samurai and a Buddha.
So this is the cover that I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to be using Buddha to do the cover up, and it is important to highlight that Buddhism, it is not a religion, it is a practice created by Siddhartha. Buddhism teaches us how to be a good person and reach enlightenment, which is nirvana. And damn, I forgot what I was gonna say. Buddhism teaches us that life is full of suffering, so we have to be able to navigate through this life and learn how to suffer less. But in order to know if we are making the right decisions, we have to have a guide. First stencil. Which is why on the other side of the chest we are adding a Japanese samurai to represent Bushido code. Bushido code is made out of some key principles to let us know that we are making the right decision. Some key principles, just to name a few, are honesty, respect, loyalty, courage, self-development, justice. And here's the second stencil. And to tie it all together, I'm going to be adding the flower of life. Because on our journey, we're going to go through a lot, and we have to learn how to heal. And there it is, the whole chest project is going to be insane the next 2 days, 20 hours. And he looking a little nervous out here. You guys saw the last video I posted where I announced that I was going to be creating an inkset with Dynamic and collaborating with them to bring you the first ever cover-up inkset, and I finally have the package here. I'm really excited because I've been using this mixture for the last 1.5 years, so we've been testing it for a whole 1.5 years to make sure that this product works, and finally we got it to the perfect formula to make sure that it's amazing to use for cover-ups, gray wash, true grays, anything, any style you want. And it is going to have 2 colors, which is black and white. The black and the white are the perfect combination to mix them together because the black is super thin, the white it is extremely thick. And this is how my setup looks like. I usually put 4 ink cals. They have to be extra large so it can help me do the mixtures perfectly. And I pour solid black. And by the way, this black can also help you do gray wash as well. You can dilute it and do your percentages how you usually do with your water, and it's gonna help you do portraits and stuff like that. And this is my white, and I'll show you how thick the white is, so you can really see how this can really mix perfectly with the black. Look at that. Look at how thick the white is, which is gonna allow you to really mix both of them together. Day one, what I'm going to be doing is doing the Buddha first, and I'm going to be executing the cover-up. And the reason why I'm doing that, it is because I really want to see how dark or how bright I can make it look, so that way on day two, I can match the same contrast and highlights to the other side. I'm gonna start on the bottom of the pec so I can make my way up to the shoulder and then work my way to the left side of the pec. That way the skin doesn't get irritated and I'm able to really navigate throughout the skin. My approach is going to be using a 14-rod liner throughout the whole entire statue of the Buddha because I really want to add so much texture and cracks throughout the face to make it look like the stone is really deteriorating.
The tattoo means we got the samurai. It represents Bushido code, courage, respect, a lot of the other stuff. And then we got the Buddha to represent enlightenment, spiritual health, and good stuff. I think it just ties in really well, and it can relate to me and my grandparents. They strongly believe in the Buddhism culture of it and everything. Samurai just help represent courage, honor, bravery. Throughout my life, I've faced some adversity, so samurai helped a lot.
When I got to the shoulder area, I could really see him hurting a little bit more than earlier, so this is where I'm going to start navigating and really make sure that he makes it throughout the session. A little update on the project that we're doing here. We're getting to the point where it's on the shoulder area, so everything's sore right now. Everything is I'm pretty sure he's feeling everything, even though he's not telling me. But you know, I know it's very tender on this corner, so the best thing you can do at this very moment, especially if you're an artist who is struggling to get through big projects, is what I would highly recommend is to ask the client if it hurts too much, and tell them to be honest with you. Once the client tells you a specific area is too painful, then move to a different location so you can give that area a rest. So it's very important to start navigating through different areas, because if you keep hitting the same spot over and over and telling the client, just hold on, give me like another 20 minutes, you're just wasting and draining their energy. So they're not gonna have enough energy to get through the whole tattoo. So that's one thing that I'm gonna start doing right now, navigating and trying to figure out what area hurts less, so that way we can finish that corner while he rests on the area that is hurting him the most.
I'm feeling exhausted. I've been getting tired for real. I would definitely say up by the collarbone. It felt like he was repeating the same spot over and over. And then we're getting down here by the nipple, by the armpit area. That's starting to hurt too, and I'm super tired too.
Day one was really amazing. I got through the whole cover up super easy, and I added so much texture to the tattoo that you cannot see a thing from the tiger.
Day one went pretty expected. He helped me and he gave me some great ideas. Found a way to figure out what would fit and what would flow together. Thought it was awesome. I mean, I didn't really question really anything. I mean, I trust him. I've seen his work, so I don't really have no doubts at all, really.
Day two is going to be really easy because I'm not going to be doing a cover up. All I got to do is connect it to the other side and just make the whole chest piece look like it's one. Day two, what I want to do is definitely navigate as much as I can, because my client definitely is going to be hurting today, and he's exhausted, he's tired, because for day one was a really long session. So I really got to make sure that I navigate and I take my time. My approach for today is going to be starting on the bottom of the pec and then making my way to the back of the pec, then the shoulder, and the last thing I'm going to be touching is the center. That way I navigate super nicely and I don't hurt my client too much. The texture on the skull is definitely something that I'm really familiar with, especially because I've done so many skulls, but I feel like every skull is different in its own way. So that what I'm going to be doing right now is just adding the texture on the right places where I feel like it's going to make the skull stand out. The toughest part about today, it is just matching the same tones as the other side. So I gotta be taking it slow. I gotta watch out for every little detail and make sure that I'm not going too dark, too light, or too gray. At this very moment, I can see my client hurting, so now I'm gonna start navigating, asking him a whole bunch of questions to make sure that he makes it through the whole project. Because at this point, if I keep going on the same rhythm, he's gonna tap out.
Definitely the past hour and a half. Yeah, I want to tap out. I mean, who wouldn't want to, you know? But flew all the way out here, spending too much for it, gotta get it done, so don't really have a choice.
The way this project turned out, it is aesthetically pleasing to look at. The contrast, the highlight, the texture, the way it fits on my client, everything is just perfect, the way I envisioned it from the beginning.
I grew up without my parents. I grew up with my grandparents, and they were immigrants from another country called Laos. I've basically been like, I guess you could say, the man of the household for everyone. That kind of helped shape me today and who I am. They've just been there since I was a baby, so like I wasn't really that close to my parents. I mean, they didn't have to take us all in, but they decided to, so I'm very grateful for that. If not, we could have been somewhere else, different family. I think they're gonna be shocked for sure, but I also think they'll be a little happy, I guess. You know, it's nothing too crazy, and something that they follow for sure. So, yeah.
Anything you want to tell them? Since we're right here on camera, since they'll see it.
I love y'all, bro.
I think this project it definitely connects to my clients on a level where it's very meaningful. And so much significance behind this project, especially with the Buddha, the samurai, and the flower of life. You know, we're talking about someone that his upbringing was rough, you know, and had to go through a lot of obstacles in life, and his grandparents taking over and becoming his parents and taking care of him. For his age, I feel like he's way older. You know, he's experienced so much in life that I feel like this project definitely tells his story the best way possible.
My experience with Kevin and just being here overall has been really good. He's kind of guided me through, you know, what to do and things to do around here, but also make me feel real comfortable about the whole tattoo process. You know, he's a very genuine guy, so cares about what I feel and what I think at the same time. Yeah, I don't take that for granted, and I thank him.
Thank you so much for coming back and watching this brand new video. I really appreciate you. And do you have a tattoo that has a lot of significance? And if you do, share your story here in the comment section, because I really want to hear your stories and see what your tattoo means. So with that being said, if you're a tattoo artist, I hope you learned something from this video. And if you're a tattoo enthusiast, I hope you were entertained. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.